Hi, welcome to MMA Made Easy, where we break hard techniques into easy chunks. Today we're going to be looking at some of the viewer questions on our striking pass from the open guard. Okay, so these are just some common mistakes that people are making. I'm just going to kind of group them all into one video. So one thing is, when people are throwing their jab punch, they're throwing their jab punch pretty low, because it's just kind of a drill, so they're just kind of doing this. What that does is it gets your partner's hands quite low. The problem with this is that they can't give you that same structure and resistance with their arm. So when you step out, you kind of feel kind of off balance when you're lifting this up. Okay? So to avoid that, you want to have their hand up here, so you've got a little bit of structure to base off of. That way when you step out, you feel secure. The next thing is, when people are doing this, they're stepping forward kind of like this, so that their weight is down. And what I'm doing is I'm blocking his knee from going where I need it to go, which is across. Okay, so I'm kind of holding it here, and then when I try to throw it, he's blocking my hand because I don't have him turned as far as I would in this case, where I can land the shot very effectively. Okay, a couple other mistakes. Too far forward. So when we're here, we throw our shot, this is all great, but then we kind of step really far up here. Okay? Now, this would be okay if we were setting up some ankle locks and things like this, but from here, I can't get his knee to turn far enough. I have no leverage. I have not been able to circle my knee. I've just gone straight up. So when I try to turn, he could very easily just straighten his legs out, and I'm just going to fall down because I have no no pressure there to keep him down. So from here, once I've got to this section here, so I've hit them here and I've trapped with my right hand. The left hand does not trap and then I stand. So it doesn't look like this and then stand, because then they're still here. They can rotate back and I'm in trouble. Okay? So what I want to do is, from when I have their knee here, is as I hit it with my left, my whole hips are turning. That's why I put my foot on my right foot, so that when I turn, I'm stepping and pushing at the same time. This is how you avoid the up kick, as well as some other counters. Okay, so just one more time. From here, as I'm pushing here, I'm also turning my hip and putting my weight on my right foot and spinning here. This also helps avoid getting kicked in the balls, because I'm turning my body to the side, which allows the foot to go through and land. Okay, another common thing is when the person comes up, they set it up kind of like an ankle lock. So they bring this really tight up here, and this is still pretty close. It's not stepped out very far. The combination of those two things makes for a pretty good ankle lock setup, but it does not make for this good guard pass, because I can't rotate his hips. I can push as hard as I want. His knee is going into my body. Okay, so it's not going anywhere. Even if I sit up straight, if this is really tight, I haven't drawn a circle with my knee. I've attempted to draw a circle with my leg. Again, this isn't turning. Okay? So the difference for the knee is it should be going like this versus like this. Okay? So I'm drawing a circle with the knee, not, say, a 7 with the knee. Another common mistake is when they step up, they put their left foot really far out. So they do all this stuff properly, and they come here, so their left foot is quite far out. This one can still technically work, but I have to be a lot faster. So just a nice tip, it's kind of somewhere in the middle, okay? Don't step too close, like this, or too far up either. Just somewhere in the middle here. So you just kind of step about here. So you're about from my vantage point, looks about 3 or 4 inches from his hip. And from here, that allows me to twist and get the leverage on his knee. With all of these things, it does take some repetition and some practice. So just try it a bunch of times. It should be uncomfortable for the person who is trying to hold you there. They should be unable to scissor sweep you. and you should have the ability to land a big shot to the liver. If you feel like your weight is too far back and you can't land a good punch with the left hand, then something is wrong, because both of these are game-stopping punches. They should be boom, and the next one even more so. 2 consecutive shots to the liver, watch out. I hope that helps.